Now we can start. Okay, good. 1 minute later.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I am bringing
Me back. Emma. Howdy.
Today we are excited to bring you the books that we are choosing for middle grade March. So this is my 3rd year participating in middle grade March. The first year, I don't know if I filmed all of the reviews that I did because I was pretty much trying to knock out a book a day, and I feel like I'm trying to achieve that as well this year. But I really wasn't. And I will leave in the description box below the video I made at the end of each week, basically kind of wrapping up what I did read. And you can check it out. This is a month-long readathon hosted by Krista from Books and Jams, Katie from Life Between Words, or Life of Words, or Life something with the words. And this year they're joining, or Amanda from the Curly Reader is joining in with them. And the way to participate in middle grade March is you just read a middle grade book in March. But we're overachievers and we're book nerds. And it's really fun to kind of pack as many middle grade books as you can. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5, and so I try to read all the books that I can.
Sorry, you can continue.
I'm constantly filling my shelves with middle grade books that I pick up secondhand or list from libraries that I bring home. And it's just kind of like a month-long motivation to get going and knock them out. This year, my daughter wants to join me. I think you somewhat participated last month. Last year. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I try to do it every year. I just don't, like, join in the videos with you.
So, but now you're 13 and... woohoo. Alright. They have 5 prompts, and then they have a group read, which this year is The Brave by James Bird. If I win a copy, I'll join in. Otherwise, I'm trying not to purchase more books, so I won't participate in that. And it's not at our library. I checked that. So, outside of that, I have my stack. And Emma has her stack of things she wants to do. And so then we have the list, and we're going to see if we can knock out any of these. Okay? So there's not really...
Mine's taller than yours.
It probably is taller.
But I also have a lot of thin books I could.
Anyway, moving on. So we're going to see if we can knock out this list by the stack that we have already made. And then go from there. So the first thing on here is a silhouette on the cover, which I have.
What do you mean by
a silhouette? Is like a shadow, like a black shadow. So that's a silhouette.
Well,
that's kind of a silhouette.
This one where it's that.
No, that's not it.
Oh my gosh.
Keep going. Let's see what else you got. This is a silhouette. See, it's like all black and.
My cat is huge.
You can't see defining shadows because it's all black. Okay, that's all I have. Yeah, that's a silhouette.
Okay, I got.
Okay.
Oh, you go first.
Nope, go.
Okay, I got Tennis Shoes by
Noel Streatfeild. Streatfield.
I'm gonna get the rest of these ones in like this. They have circus shoe. I didn't get that one.
I know, I have it in my Amazon cart. It's been in there for 4 years. Okay, so you have tennis shoes. I have Tuck Everlasting. There's a silhouette on there. My friend really likes this, and so I kind of want to read it, and it's short enough. I have Peter Nimble and His Fantastic Eyes, which I think this was actually the 1st or 2nd year middle grade March read choice thing. I think it was Peter Nimble and His Fantastic Eyes, but I don't remember. I think it was the 2nd year. And then I also have that I picked up today, The Space We're In. I picked this up today. This is by Katya Balin. And this is about a 10-year-old boy who has a 5-year-old brother who is autistic, I think. Or, yes, he's autistic. And so it's kind of about the 10-year-old who basically, you know, his parents hyped up having a brother, and now he's like, this isn't the brother that you promised me, and his struggles with that. So I thought this would be really interesting. So those are the 3 books that I want to read that have a silhouette on the cover. All right, the next one is a family focus. So any of your filled books. Pretty much any book we're going to share from now on will be probably family focused.
Anyway, I will do the unmapped seed. So I have the Incorrigible Children of Ashton Place number 5.
I love Incorrigible Children.
And we got the rest, the numbers 5 and 6 a while ago, and I haven't read them since.
I don't think we finished the series.
No, but I have the 5th one, which is the unmapped.
And honestly, anything that I have here has family focus, so I'm not even gonna bother holding one up because any book I read is going to hit that. Ouch. Okay. The 3rd one is Travel and Adventure. Okay, so Amanda from the Curly Reader, I'm pretty sure it was her, kind of talked about this and raved about it. And I completely forgot that I'm like not doing a no spend month. And when she talked about it and raved about it, it ended up in my mailbox. I'm not sure how. Funny things happen like that sometimes. But this one is In the Humdrum of Moormouth, Walter Mortison. Unusual inventions cause nothing but trouble. After one of his contraptions throws the town into chaos, Walter's mother demands that he cut the nonsense and join the family mortuary business. Far off Flaster Isle, famed inventor Horace Flasterborn plans to take Walter under his wing, just as he did Walter's genius father decades ago. When a letter arrives by unusual means offering Walter an apprenticeship, it isn't long before Walter decides to flee Moormouth to achieve his destiny. Walter runs away and the family hearse, along with Cordelia, the moody girl next door with one eye and plenty of secrets. Together, they journey through a strange landscape of fish people, giantess miners, hypnotized honeybees, in an adventure that will not only reveal the truth about Walter's past, but decide his future. And in here, we had travel, the words, travel, adventure, and journey. Boom. What do you have?
Maybe.
Travel, adventure.
I have survived. I survived books that I haven't read. Nevermore, which is kind of like Harry Potter.
Adventure. An adventure.
I got 9 books for travel and adventure. Or more adventure.
Peace.
And travel.
Alright, a fairy tale retelling. I don't know. We might have to play around with that one. I have Graceland, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. The Girl Who Drank the Moon, Starry River of the Sky. I'm sure this would count for fairy tale retelling. I'm lying. This one is not the one that Amanda from Curly Girl Reader recommended. That was this one. Portent's Miraculous Mechanisms. I don't know how I got this one. But it looks really fascinating. It might have been from Ollie's. I'll bet it was from Ollie's. And then fairy tale retellings. Your Land of Lost Stories.
Land of Stories.
Yeah, that thing too.
3 times.
Fairy tale retelling.
Cool. I'm reading this one. This one's called Princess Paisley, and this is from my grandma wrote this book. And she says, Euphemia, you and Lorna are next. Beware. Love, your best and more, a.k.a. my grandma. Or Shatona Havoc is her name.
And it's basically retelling the princess things, and it's about a princess that doesn't want to be a princess. Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of loosely said. Okay, then the 5th one is Published in a Decade You Were Born. You were born in 2000. So anywhere from 2000 to 2010. I actually did something fun. I looked up what Newbery Honor was published the year I was born, or what won the Newbery winner the year I was born. And I laughed out loud so much. My mom will get this, It's an inside joke, but I have to mention it. And so I went to the library and I got, this is the book that won the Newbery the year I was born, 1988. So, it is Lincoln, a photobiography by Russell Friedman, and it won the Newbery. So, forgive me for not sharing the inside joke. It's just something that you'd have to be there to understand. So, this will be the book that I read for that.
Wait, I'm still trying to find it. Maybe.
I'm trying to read all the Newberries, so I thought that would be a really good one to do.
2016. Ah!
You read too many new books.
Yeah, I know. Because I like new books.
2015. By the way, while she's still looking for the
Oh my word.
for the year, this was also published in 1987, 89, something.
Oh my word.
86, so this would have worked for the decade too. These are two that I wanted to read. So while she's still looking, these were two other ones that I really want to read.
2010. Aha.
Okay, we're going to cover two of these. So this is our fairy tale and published the decade you were born. And we've got plenty here. We're all good.
Thank you, Grandma, for publishing that in 2010. Thank you.
Man, if it was 2011, she couldn't have claimed it.
There's one that was...
Okay, we have a whole nother stack here. Wah! Books that I want to read. I love to get these done during this time. I think I've already talked about that. So, share away. This one, I actually had this in my Amazon cart, and I saw it at the library today, and I got all excited. And then I realized it's all graphic novel.
And I like graphic novels. So.
She likes graphic novels. I'm not a graphic novel person. My daughter's name is Catherine, and it's spelled this way, and I thought this would be really fun. But yeah, I'm like, oh, graphic novel. I'm glad I didn't purchase that. I missed that on Amazon. So that's one she's going to read. What else?
The next one is Wings of Fire, the graphic novel. And this is book 1.
Another graphic novel.
And this is actually my brother's, but I'm going to read it anyway. The next one is Artemis, Fowl, the graphic novel. This is also my brother's, but I wanted to read it, so I'm going to read that. I have 2 more graphic novels here. One is drama, and she wrote Babysitter's Club, which I kind of liked. Some of them I like better than the others. Anyway, I have drama and ghosts.
I hate drama.
Anyway. Oh, you want me to do just my entire thing?
Just do it.
Okay, the next one I have is Misty's Twilight. I read Justin Morgan Had a Horse, and I'm trying to go through all of these ones. So I have Misty's Twilight, Mustang, Wild Spirit of the West, and then
The Code of the West.
Brighty of the Grand Canyon. Can't speak.
Canyon.
And then I have ballet shoes, dancing shoes, skating shoes, and theater shoes. These are all out of order, but I have
the shoe books.
But these ones are all the older versions, so I don't have the newer versions. And tennis shoes is part of the...
They all have the same content in them.
Anyway, the next one is A Night Divided, and this is the author who wrote Words on Fire that I really liked. So, I'm going to read that one. The next one is I Lived on Butterfly Hill, and I got this one from our bookstore, and it looked really interesting, so I got that one. And this thing is a huge chunk. And the next one was another one I got from the bookstore, and this one is called The Littlest Bigfoot. And on the cover, it has a little Bigfoot right here. And then its reflection is actually a girl, so if you turn it upside down, it's a girl, but without the thing. So it's kind of how they become like best friends. And I think it's about...
I'm a little creeped out that Bigfoot is masquerading as a girlfriend. Like
a girl.
A girl to be her friend. That's a little creepy.
Guess what it is?
This one is, because I think most of these people understand more about Night Divided is the Berlin Wall. It's not World War II. It's actually the Berlin Wall and how two of her family members are on the other side of the wall. This one is 11-year-old Celeste Marconi is a dreamer, a writer, a collector of words. But then a new word whispers into her life. Subversive. Oh, man, I can never say that word. I always think it's going to roll off my tongue and it's not. Subversive. Yeah, thank you.
Subversives.
Okay, but that word is right here. Her beloved country of Chile has been taken over by military dictatorship. Subversives. People considering a threat to the new government are increasing danger. So I actually think this is really interesting because it covers a different, it covers Chile, and we don't really hear a lot about South American history. So I'm actually really curious about that. Again, this whole stack that I've had on my pile since January. I have Making Bombs for Hitler, and, well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty similar.
This is, this is the one, Horton's Miraculous Mechanisms that early reader was talking about, and this one, when 10-year-old Stuart stumbles upon a note daring him to find his great-uncle's hidden workshop full of wondrous mechanisms, trickery, and magic, he sets out on an adventure of a lifetime, and I believe there's a second book to this. That's the one that I was thinking of. Rivka Sings, and this is about a Jewish girl that hides in a mosque, I believe. No, I'm sorry. No. When Rivka, a young Muslim girl from Sudan, moves to England with her parents, her world is turned upside down. Everything is new, and the girl who once loved to sing is now strangely silent. With time, however, Rivka learns new songs and finds something new to sing about. And when Christmas comes, she hears a story that will change her life. I don't even know where I picked this one up. It was probably given to me. Just kind of want to read that one. Lil Lad of Courage. This would also fit family because it is about a boy who's considered a coward for the Chinese and basically kind of trying to prove that he's not. It makes me think of Perry Armstrong, I think. There was another book in his last year, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was for middle grade March. I fell in love with Patricia Riley Gibb. I read the potato one, Nori Ryan's Song, and I loved the series. The second one was okay, or the second one I think was my favorite. Third one was okay, or vice versa. Anyway, I really liked that, and I read more of her books, and I really fell in love with her writing. And I have 2 more of hers that I want to read. I have Willow Run by the same gal, and this is, I know you read it.
Yeah, I like that one.
Margaret Maggie Dillon's life in Rockaway, New York has been turned upside down by World War II. Her older brother Eddie is fighting in Europe, and she's heard that anywhere but Rockaway, her grandpa would be turned in because he's German and might be a spy. But Grandpa became a loyal American citizen long ago. Could he be taken away? Meanwhile, Maggie's father has announced that they must help the war effort and move to Willow Run, Michigan, where he'll work in a factory building planes. And so it's just kind of her story, and I like that it's kind of told in an American viewpoint. I think a lot of the books that I have read for World War II aspects have been like in England and things like that, so that'll be fun. And then this one is Pictures of Hollis Woods. I got rid of this years ago because I think I mixed it up with another book, but I was told it was like a horror book. And then as I know more about this author, I'm like, that doesn't make sense for this because there is nothing on the back here about this book. But I believe it is about a kid in foster care who likes to take pictures. So really looking forward to that. This one, this was my favorite book as a kid. This is Peanut Butter's Friends in a Chop Suey World. And I've been trying to read this to my kids just because I loved it so much. It actually, I had wanted to become a missionary to China after reading this book. And it is about a family that goes to China as missionaries, and they are all named after famous missionary people. So they have Hudson Taylor, they have Adoniram Judson, and she is named Amy Carmichael. And it's just her difficulties of learning China culture, learning Chinese, and just being a Christian girl. And I loved this book so much, and I've been wanting to read it again. And I really think it's going to be a nice memory walk. I also have The Story of the Treasure Seekers by E. Nesbit. This is another one that I just want to see if I like it. I don't think I really, if I remember correctly, I didn't really enjoy Five Children and It very much. So I don't know if this will be another one that I just don't enjoy. She wrote Railway Children? I think she wrote The Railway Children, and I can't remember now.
Yeah.
She did write Railway Children?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And I love that book, so I'm hoping I like this one. I also have Pages & Co., The Book Wanderers by Anna James. I have a feeling this is going to be a series that I maybe only enjoyed book 1. The more I learn about the other books, I don't know. But I want to give book 1 a shot. I've heard nothing but great reviews from that, and then mixed reviews from books 2 and 3. So I'm really hoping it ends like on a way that you can be satisfied with one book. And then I started this back in November because it really felt like a fall transitioning into winter book, and that is absolutely true. And this has, at almost 6 feet tall, 12-year-old Truly Lovejoy stands out in a crowd whether she likes it or not. She doesn't like it. So when her family moves to a teeny tiny super boring Pumpkin Falls, New Hampshire, Truly doesn't stand a chance of blending in. But when helping out at the family bookstore one day, Truly finds a mysterious letter inside an old copy of Charlotte's Web. And soon she and her new friends are swept up in a madcap treasure hunt around town, while chasing clues that could spell danger. Truly discovers there's more to Pumpkin Falls than meets the eye, and that blending in can be overrated. So, really want to read this. I know there's more to the series, and they kind of have, changed the battery pack. This is the last book. Hello, universe. It won the Newbery. It's saying to change my battery pack, so we're going to end this here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.